Hello, my fellow Nigerians in Yorkshire, family, students, and businesses. I would like to say thank you to everybody that is on our Telegram, WhatsApp, and social media. You're welcome to the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network UKCIC group in Leeds YouTube channel. And today I'm just going to quickly give you an update about latest information. So we work with the Nigerian High Commission London, we work with NICOM, we work with Kanuk, and we work with all the Nigerian communities. So I'm going to read it. This I've just put it there. So recently, I was invited officially by the Nigerian High Commission London a delegate to be one of the delegates and other Nigerian communities and NIDCOM to have a meeting with the UK Home Office. And this is to discuss about some of the strong concerns from Nigerians in the UK and representing the Nigerians is the Nigerian High Commission London. And we have the NIDCOM, we have the Kanuk, we have the other Nigerian communities. These are concerns mainly, for example, the UK child protection issues affecting Nigerians in the diaspora, sponsorship and transitioning of the BRP and the BRC to UK e-visa, which will take effect on the 31st of December 2024. So I was unable to go, basically because we were busy with our summer activities, but I've just had an update from the head of immigration, Mr. Buka Abu Salam, and we communicate with the High Commission, with the High Commission in London on updates. And these are the meetings they had. So this is more or less like the minutes of the meeting. I want to read it out to you. It's very simple. So a meeting with the Home Office on the child protection issues under the initiative of the Nigerian High Commission London was put together. On the 29th of August 2024, a significant meeting took place with the Home Office involving key members of the Nigerian communities in the UK, including representatives from Kanuk, NIDO, IHREC, and other Nigerian organizations, chaired by the Ambassador Buka Abu Salam, with the assistance of Minister Okeke. The meeting focuses on pressing issues on child protection issues affecting Nigerian families. So preparation at the Nigerian embassy. I think the meeting was had at the Nigerian embassy. Before the meeting, and this is the meeting, we convened the Nigerian embassy for the preparatory session. This gathering provided an opportunity to discuss the importance of our engagement with the Home Office and to express our deep concerns about the alarming rate at which Nigerian children are being separated from their parents in the UK. We emphasize the need to educate Nigerian citizens about UK legal and social expectations, while also advocating for a review of the criteria used by the UK authorities in child removal cases. We also acknowledge the importance of considering cultural perspective, but agree that cultural differences should not be used as a justification in child protection cases. Instead, our focus should be on educating Nigerian citizens about the legal and the social expectations in the United Kingdom, including what actions are permissible and what should be avoided. Additionally, we examine the criteria used by UK authorities in deciding to remove children from their family. Many of us agreed that the UK government should revisit some of these decisions and provide more robust support to parents who are struggling with the challenges of raising their children. After 2 hours of productive discussion at the embassy, we proceeded to the Home Office, where we were welcomed by a team of 5, including the head of safeguarding at the Department of Education. This official provided a comprehensive presentation on the efforts made by the UK government to protect children, highlighting the consultations and feedback they have gathered from various stakeholders. Key pieces of legislation related to child protection were also discussed, including the Children Act 1989 and 2004 and the Children and the Social Work Act 2017. The presentation emphasized the 3 major frameworks that guide child protection in the UK, focusing particularly on the delicate processing of removing a child from family life. Key discussion at the Home Office: number 1, communication barrier. The head of safeguarding identified communication barrier between parents and local authorities as a significant factor in the escalation of child protection issues. Efforts are ongoing to bridge this gap, but improved communication is essential in ensuring better outcome for families. 2, Parental insight. It was acknowledged that parents generally understand the children's needs best. However, the existing communication barrier hindered effective collaboration, often leading to suboptimal handling of child protection cases. 3. Evidence and statistics. The safeguarding lead discussed instances of serious injuries such as bone fracture, but specific statistics were not provided. Drawing on IAHRAC's head of affairs experience as a lecturer and former teacher, he presented evidence showing that children in the foster care often underperform academically and exhibit behavioral issues compared to those raised by their parents. This highlighted the importance of respecting parents' role and considering cultural differences in child protection cases. 4. Mental health and family security. Minister Okeke stressed that in African culture, children are seen as a form of security for their parents. The removal of a child from their family can have devastating effects, including mental health issues and even early death. The group agreed that UK child protection policy should be re-evaluated to better support families rather than resorting to child removal as a first step. 5. Financial support and investment. It was suggested that the UK government should allocate some of its substantial investment in child protection, foster care, and mental health towards supporting parents. This could help reduce the frequency of child protection issues by empowering families to manage their children's needs effectively. 6. Community initiatives. Nigerian community leaders, under the umbrella of Kanuk, are working on establishing childcare activities and childminder service. The initiatives aims to ensure that Nigerian children in need of care are placed with registered, well-trained professionals within the community addressing some of the current challenges. 7. BRP and COS issues. The Home Office advised Nigerians holding BRP and BRC should transition to e-visas by December 31st, 2024. So what that means is that any of you that is having BRP or BRC, you should transition to e-visa by the 31st of December 2024 this year. We also discussed the challenges faced by Nigerian families under the COS scheme, where individuals who have invested heavily in moving to UK found themselves without the promised job. The 3-month period given to find new sponsorship was deemed too short in that meeting, and it was suggested this time frame to be extended to alleviate stress and mental health risk. This suggestion is actually suggesting to Home Office that they need to extend all this period. When a student is changing from student visa to sponsorship visa, in between that period, we start panicking. This is what normally takes lots of Nigerians to go and start looking, immediately for sponsorship visa, and they end up getting in the trap of fraudster, etc. And so the Home Office, actually, this is what we have said in our JAPA video. We have done lots of YouTube video. Immediately a Home Office wants to remove you, they give you 60 days, and they panic sexing into that family. And they start rushing about, and they will just go and contact someone, unknown person. They will go and give that person 5,000, 10,000, and that money is gone. So it's through the initiative of the UK Home Office that all these things are happening. When you see a student that is trying to transition, give them time. But you are saying that you're giving them 60 days. That is not enough. You're giving them 3 months. That is not enough. Every family, every Nigerian student and family that are trying to work, they have contributed their quota into this economy, into the UK economy. But the UK Home Office, they don't care. And what they do is basically that they will start giving these people 60-day letters. Look at what happened to the 60 T-side students that the institution and the Home Office were trying to kick out because they've not completed their payment. They have paid up to 99% of this payment to the school, and not because they're missing a payment. Maybe they're having issues with the currency valuation, pounds and naira in Nigeria, or some people are having other issues. The Home Office doesn't understand all these things. We know that they are the police of the UK, but they should calm down and give people a chance rather than giving them notice that they should leave the UK, etc. Whereas you're inviting people that are coming from the boat, illegal immigrants that are coming, people that are here legally, that are paying into the economy, that are etc. All because their visa is ready to run away. That family will be running. I told you now that to convert to the 2 years extension after your university, before the Home Office charges 2,000. Now they are charging 3,000. If you are a family of 3, that is 15,000. Where are you going to get that money? So this is why this meeting, with the Nigerian High Commission, with Kanuk, with NIDCOM, and other Nigerian community leader is welcome. I welcome it. Unfortunately, I was not able to go. I was invited, but I was not able to go because I cannot leave what I'm doing here, supporting families with food activities and etc. So this is why I'm reading the minutes to you. The minutes were just sent to me. So, and that is the discussion. So conclusion of this meeting is that the meeting was productive with a wide range of ideas and practical suggestion exchange. Continued dialogue and collaboration are essential to addressing the challenges faced by Nigerian families in the UK. Together, we must work to ensure that the insights gained lead to meaningful improvement in child protection practices. And this was written by Dr. Prince O.M. Akinyemi, Head of Affairs, IAHRAC.org. So that was a very good one. And the reason why I had to read this out is basically that, when you read something out through YouTube or through the video or audio, people tend to understand it better, And this is why we need to lay emphasis. Most of the items that was touched in these minutes that was sent to me by the Nigerian High Commission in London today was basically to make sure that we Nigerians, we need to understand the UK child protection and safeguarding policies. It's very simple. We, for example, I myself is a designated safeguarding officer. All our volunteers and most of you have safeguarding training. But when it comes to the rules of safeguarding, it's very important. When you're talking about the Children Act 1989 and 2004, the Children and Social Work Act 2017, those are the key trainings that people need. We know that the way we were brought up originally, all because of our tradition, is totally different of how we deal with children here. But one thing I've always said, Nigerians are not abusers. We do not abuse our children. We don't. But how do you bring the children up to become a better children in the UK, which is very difficult? Because we know that there is a lot of children here that, we want to make sure that, your children in your house become irresponsible children. You see lots of children getting stabbed, knife attack in London, in other areas. Why? It's all because of the way they were brought up. Parents are in the best place to raise their children. And we want the UK Home Office to make sure you work with community leaders, communities in their locals, in Yorkshire. You don't just, when something happens, there was a situation where there was a scratch on a child, and that child was not even touched by their parents, but the child maybe on the way, he banged his head, and that matter was reported, but immediately the socials and the UK Home Office started jumping into the conclusion that this was an abuse from the parents. It is not so. The Home Office should calm down and the socials should calm down. Whenever there is an issue with the family, if you see any Nigerian family, contact the Nigerian communities, then we can speak to this family in our own language. I don't think any of you in the Home Office can speak any of. We have Hausa. Do you know we have up to 2,000 languages in Nigeria? We understand the culture. We know how to bring them down to say this is the way. We do not condone violence. I don't condone violence. I will not expect a family to be beating their child to make sure that they have a mark, they have a broken fracture of bone. It's not going to be accepted. I will be the first person to call the UK police onto that family, Nigerian family, if I have to, or any other. So I want us to understand that the Home Office, this report, this meeting that has happened on the 29th of August between the Nigerian High Commission, Nigerian community leaders, Kanuk and NIDCOM, is a very progressive, productive meeting. And I'm always we're here to be part of it. Unfortunately, I was not able to join, but in future, we want to be part of it. The Home Office should open their windows, let people see. Because when you take a child from a parent, it's just like taking a cub from a lion. That lion will go mad, will go any way. And this is why when you see, look at what happened in Leeds when a Romanian child was trying to be removed. Look at there was lots of violence, protests, which I don't condone, I don't support. I will never support that. But what happened was actually has to be a dialogue. There should be the Home Office, the social should have a dialogue with for example, they should have had a dialogue with the Romanian communities to make sure that, okay, what this family is doing is not acceptable by the UK law. I will do the same. We're all Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian community leader. Anything, if there's any issue with any families, with their children, if the socials or Home Office are trying to remove their children, the first thing they should do is contact the Nigerian community. We have lots of Nigerian communities in Leeds, Yorkshire, we have. So please, let's try and extend all those opportunities rather than damaging their families, that will create a mental hurt to the family, to the parents, to the mother. It's like, we need to look at this deeply. And this is why I was so happy when he was talking about option 4, mental health and family security. That needs to be protected. Financial support and investment, etc. The parents are in the best position to look after their child, not the Home Office, not the UK. No. Yes, you're trying to protect the child from being abused, but don't jump into conclusion. Yes, the barriers are there to make sure that the parents will never harm their children. These are children that they cared for. We're all caring people, but a lot of people have had all this sentiment against the socials, against the UK Home Office, that, oh, they're coming to come and take my children. They're always doing that. We have all those discussions 24/7 in our community. But the Home Office is not listening. The social or the local council is not listening. You cannot go into someone's house and remove their children, but you need to make sure you work with them, work with their community leaders. Even if you have to, if you can't work with the community, you can talk to the Nigerian High Commission to talk to their citizens. You can't just, yes, we have to make sure they need to respect the laws of the land, which is the UK safeguarding policy, child protection, etc. I support that. I'm a school governor, but at the end of the day, removing a child is a very powerful thing in a parent. You're detaching their foundation. You're breaking their foundation. Whenever you remove their child, that family is finished. There will be mental health. There will be disarray. There will be problems within the husband and wife. And I've always said this as well. When you see couples, the wife, obviously, all because of small argument, they go and report themselves, at the end of the day to the police. Why? Why do you have to waste police time? As long as there is no violence, I don't condone violence. People should not be having violence. Husband and wife or families, you should not. They should find a way to sort it out, okay? So thank you very much. These are the updates that we have brought to you. And these are the minutes. I would like to say thank you to the Nigerian High Commission London and for sending us this report. We will now communicate this report. That's why I'm doing this YouTube video, to make sure that we have the information, and we'll continue to convene more information to support Nigerians, to make sure Nigerians understand how to look after their children in the UK. The UK safeguarding policy, child protection. Please, you need to understand that. Yeah, you need to understand that. It's very important. And if you have any issues, you can always contact us, the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network. Our website is www.nycn.org.uk. You can contact us, admin@nycn.org.uk. We are ready to work with any charity, any organization. And we need to make sure we can set up a UK safeguarding training, child protection training, and we invite Nigerians to come and have this training to understand how we can look after the children. We don't want the teachers to jump into conclusion. When a child comes to school, you see a mark, you jump to conclusion. What has happened to the teacher should not be, trying to ask all those children, trying to look for words. Oh, what has happened to you? Have you not eaten? And this is why the children will say, my mom, this and that, this and that. And the next thing is the teacher will go to the social. I understand. It's within the safeguarding to make sure we safeguard that child. But please, let's not jump into conclusion. Let's work with the parents. Let's work with the family. If it's not possible, you work with the community leaders. Contact the community. Look for us on the Google. Yes. And this is a message to the UK socials, local socials, or UK Home Office. Work with the community leaders like us. We can talk to these Nigerians or work with other communities that can talk to their people in their own language, in their own sign, etc. And that is the best thing for everybody. So that we have a peaceful peaceful, thing, and and we don't want the same thing that has happened in Leeds of recent. God bless you, and more updates to come soon. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.